What's going on YouTube? It's your boy Pusky and welcome back to another video. And this one right here, guys, has been a long awaited video. Actually, it truly has been a long awaited video. I said I was going to do this video like way back when, but it's okay, we're here now. All right, so let's go ahead and get into it. If you have not subscribed yet, what are you doing? Come on in the room. Oh, come on in the room. All right, but anyways, we are comparing the Storm Phase 2, the Storm Goat Ball, to the Motive Goat Ball in the Motive Venom Shock. Yes, I am finally doing a comparison video with these pieces, so let's go ahead and get into it. So if we go ahead and we take a look at the balls, they look very similar, but they have some key differences in one of the aspects. So the Phase 2, that is finished at a 3000 grit, while the Venom Shock has one more thousand. It's finished at a 4000 grit laser finish, whatever they have up there in Muskegon. For this video, okay, I finished them both at 1000. Okay, I finished them both at 1000 just because I walked in. I wasn't thinking. I really didn't think like, oh, I should put them back at box finish. I just said, let me just put 1000 on them, have an equal layer of grit. So somebody says like, oh, that's not a true comparison. Go watch another video. All right, but back to the bowling balls aspect of this video. Both of them have the same RG in 2.48, but the key difference in between the bowling balls are the diffs. The Phase 2 has a 0.051 diff, while the Motive Shock has a 0.034. So when we speak higher differential, that means more of the ball surface is touching the lane and there's more flare on the ball, which leads to the ball wanting to hook a little bit earlier. And flare is those rings on the bowling ball when you have that oil track. And here's a picture with an example. I do believe wider the rings, the more flare. The smaller the rings, the lower the flare. I remember somebody explaining it to me, especially with flare. When you see the flare rings on the ball, when you see wider rings, more of the ball surface is touching the lane, and that means as soon as it hits that friction and that dry spot on the lane, or just the drier part of the lane, that means the ball is going to instantly hook. But when you have tighter rings and lower flare, that means the ball is tracking on the same spot mostly. So that means when the ball hits the friction, it still is going to be hitting that little bit of oil that you're hitting with that flare ring, and it's going to go a little bit longer. And then when you're looking at diffs, a higher diff ball is what you want to pull out of the bag and use on the fresh oil. That's what the Phase 2 is actually used for. It is used for fresher oil and fresh shots. While the Venom Shock, which has that low diff, it is used for lighter oil and medium oil shots because it goes down a little bit longer, and especially with that 4000 grit, that grit helps it get down the lane even further. As you're about to see in this video, you can tell that the Phase 2 is a fresh out of bag piece. Now this, what I am bowling on, is a worn down house shot. So of course, there's already been people bowling on it and the lanes have been worn a little bit. But you can tell how the Phase 2 was finishing and how, you know, I was leaving those stubborn 9 counts and the ball just wasn't finishing all the way. While the Venom Shock is just a beast when it comes to that type of oil condition. And that's where that ball truly shines. So hopefully you guys enjoy Phase 2 versus the Motive Venom Shock. I do believe both of these still are great bowling balls. You can't go wrong with either, and if you're not signed to a brand, I don't see why not using these two as a perfect 1-2 punch, just pulling as soon as you start league or start bowling. Use that phase 2, get yourself a look at the lanes, and then bring out that venom shot when those lanes start to wear. So you guys are about to see me throw these bowling balls, and remember that this is finished at 1,000, okay? These balls are finished at 1,000 grit, so they will have a little bit more hook and a little bit more power. It's still a good video, at least I think so. Like, comment, subscribe, and I will see y'all in the next one.